Okay, so we'll start off with the basics today. Then, so yesterday we spoke about some basic concepts of DIP, right? So, do you remember those? Say, I was talking about uh, image
Yes, pixel,
segmentation. Yeah, yeah, pixel, then
binary image,
yes.
image
Okay, so you remember.
processing.
Okay, so you remember. So you have to remember not everything, but at least partially you have to remember, so that whenever I'm taking the terms in between, you can at least grasp those terms and you can understand. Okay, but anyhow, if you don't understand something in between, you can ask. Okay, you can raise a question. Okay, so today we'll be going through, we'll again talk about digital image processing only, but today we'll be talking about purpose also and fundamentals also. Okay, so you remember digital image processing, right? You remember image? Yes. Do you remember what is an image?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just note it down. Okay, just take a notebook also with you. Okay, so image, you know now, it is a visual representation of something. Okay, that is whatever object you see, you can perceive that, and then you can suppose whatever object you see in front of you, you can exaggerate that, right? And then you can come to a conclusion that this is this. Yes. So image is a visual representation of something. Then digital image processing, you know now, that will use some techniques and all in order to perform on that image. Okay, to understand better the image, as you can see. Then we'll be talking about purpose of image processing also. Purpose, like we'll be having some main purposes of image processing, and then we'll talk about the fundamental steps in image processing. Okay, so then going on to digital image. So now you know what is a gray image. Do you remember what is a gray image? So today, students, whoever are present today, were all of you present yesterday also,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
else I'll have to repeat some topics. Otherwise, you won't understand anything. Okay, you have. So if everyone is present, I won't repeat it again. Okay. So still, you remember a gray image, right? So according to us, or according to like in layman language, gray image means a black and white image, or say a non-colored image, right? So always remember that gray image is always an 8-bit image. That is, it is a very low resolution image, and it will give you 256 possible different shades of gray. Okay, but it will be only from black to white. Okay, so same thing. See, colored image and gray image, both is having the range from 0 to 255, that is pixels. Okay, but in colored image you'll have a variety of colors, that is ranging from 0 to 255. But in gray image you'll have the same range, that is from 0 to 255, but those will be all different possible shades of black and white only. Okay, so here you can see, right? You can see here, these are all different shades of black and white only. See, it may, all of them may not be visible to the naked eye, but see, this is one, and this is one, and this is one. So if you magnify it, okay, you'll get this in lab also. You can perform various techniques, but here you are having different shades, that is different shades of black and white. Okay, then what is brightness? I'm repeating some also. I'm repeating some topics. Remember the brightness of an image I spoke about yesterday? That is, if you take an image in a dark room, in a light room, so what is the difference? So in a dark room, possibly you won't be able to see all of the properties of the image. That is, you can identify the quality, that is the perfect quality of the image, right? But if you take the same image in a light room, suppose, in the light room at least you can identify the image. Okay, and that depends, like everything depends on the pixels of the image. Okay, so the more number of pixels, the brighter is the image. Okay, always remember that. Okay, so brightness of an image means it will overall refer to the lightness or the darkness of an image. Okay, then what is binary image? So do you remember the binary image? Yes.
Yes, and zero and here only white and black are used, and this is like 0 and 1.
Yes, yes. Like 0 and 1 means you have only 2 bits. Okay. That is, you'll you'll be having only two colors, white and black. Okay. Then we'll go on to purpose of image processing. Okay. That is purpose of digital image processing. So first is visualization. So what is visualization? So suppose when you first see an object in front of you, what do you do? Like suppose I'm asking you for a pen. That Rupam, get me a pen.
Yes.
So how do you identify that it's a pen?
First, it is বস্তুটো চাম হয় নে নহয়
Hmm.
চেক কৰিম.
Exactly. That is main thing is you'll have to observe the object, right? And that is so after observing you know that this is a pen, right? So same thing, whatever objects you are like facing or you come across in your day-to-day life, you're like what to say, you're perceiving, that is you know that this is a pen because you can identify it along with some properties as well, right? That is, suppose the shape of the pen. Okay, what is the shape of the pen like? It is like say slim rectangular in shape, like I'm saying in 1D perception. Okay, so when you observe the quality of the pen, you can identify that this is a pen, right? So visualization means, what I'm trying to say is, you have to observe the object. Okay, and once the object is visible to you, you perceive it. So that is known as visualization. Okay, that is you have to observe the object in order to identify it. Okay, then is image sharpening and restoration. So what is sharpening? In layman terms, what do you understand by sharpening? Anyone? So what is the purpose of a sharpener? When I'm talking about a sharpener,
To improve the quality of the image.
yeah, fine, to improve the quality of the image, yeah. So I'm talking about, suppose a sharpener, say a pencil sharpener only I'm talking. So what do? When your pencil gets blunt, you try to sharpen the pencil in order to reuse it, right? So what do? You use the sharpener, you insert the pencil on the sharpener, and then you try to sharpen it, right? That is it. That is, you try to sharpen the blunt pencil, and then you can reuse it, right? So same thing, that is the same concept applies to images. Well, image sharpening means you are trying to apply some techniques in order to get a better proportion of the image. Okay, so to create a better image, you need image sharpening. And then restoration. So what do you understand by restoration?
To
Restore.
fix.
Okay, to fix. And
To get back something that was previously deleted or like that.
okay, so restoration means you're trying to restore the quality of the image, applying some techniques. Okay, so okay, I'm talking about techniques now and then, so these things will come afterwards. Okay, the techniques, like concepts, you know now, right? That image segmentation, then that is image thresholding, compression. So these are some main techniques. Okay, some sub techniques will also come. Okay, then we have hey, how to use this annotation thing, right? You know, Okay, leave. Then we go on to image retrieval. Okay, so now what is retrieval? What is retrieving? So suppose tell anyone.
Back something.
মেম ৰিট্ৰাইভ কৰা মানে মেম কিবা এটা হেৰাই যোৱা
Back
বস্তুটো আকৌ
something.
উভতাই আনে
Okay, ঠিক আছে, কিবা এটা বস্তু হেৰাইছে তুমি সেইটো ৰিট্ৰিভ কৰিব চেষ্টা কৰিছা মানে বিচাৰিছা, right? So you're trying to find a hidden object, suppose. Okay, fine. Okay, same thing. So in image processing the concept is a bit different. Yes, you're trying to seek that object, but you try to seek the object of interest only. Okay, suppose when you see an image, you want to apply some concept. Say I want to perform image segmentation. So what is segmentation? Segmentation means you're trying to segment the image into parts, but this time I'm using segmentation in order to retrieve a particular area of the image. And why that particular area? Because suppose I'm interested in that area, because I'm interested in order to perform, say, segmentation, compression. Why? I want to perform those techniques in order to get a better identification of that part of that image. Okay, so image retrieval means you want to seek only that part of the image in which you are interested. Okay, so that is image retrieval. Okay, then measurement of pattern. So what is measurement? What is pattern? So say in an image you will come across a lot of things. Say when you see an image, first you try to identify the image, right? And then you try to see if the quality of the image is correct or not. Okay, and then if you see that the quality is not clear, then you try to remove the disturbance or say noise. So in image processing, disturbance in an image is called noise. That is a correct term for image processing. Okay, noise. So that is you're trying to remove, then you are trying to remove the noise from the image. And how you are trying to remove it? You are taking certain measurements. Okay, let's suppose I was talking about image 6, image compression. So what is image compression now? Image compression simply means you're trying to suppress the image. Okay, you're trying to suppress the image, but the quality of your image is not degraded at all. Okay, suppose you don't have space in your mobile or say laptop. So, and suppose you your file size, that is the image file size, say it is 100 MB suppose, and you want to send it in your Gmail account, like you want to mail it to someone, but say it is 100 MB, and suppose you don't want to send such a large file, then what do? Then in case of image processing, you use the concept of image compression. Okay, then what it will do, suppose after using image compression you want to compress the image say to 8 MB. So yes, it will suppress the image to 8 MB, but it won't reduce the quality of the image. Yes, it says that it won't reduce the quality. Definitely up to some extent the quality of the image will be reduced, but you won't be able to make it out. Okay, it is that negligible to the naked eye, so you won't be able to make it out only. So that is the power of image compression. Okay, so measurement of pattern means you are measuring certain objects in your image of interest only. Okay, measuring certain objects in your image of interest only. You're not taking the whole image as a whole. Okay, and finally image recognition. So what is image, what is recognizing? What do you understand by recognizing?
To see or to tell something that this is that, or
মেম ফাইণ্ডিং আউট দ্য ডিষ্টেন্স ওৱান
Yes, same thing. So same concept applies to image as well, but techniques will be different, but the concept is same. Okay, that is you have to distinguish the objects in the image using some platforms or techniques. Okay, so these are the 5 main important purpose of image processing. You have to remember this. Okay, you already know this. Okay, you already know this because we are always identify things only in our life, right? We are doing that only in our day-to-day life, but some technical terms are there, and those technical terms you have to keep in mind. Okay, then comes fundamental steps in image processing. Okay, so here you can see we have 10, sorry, we have 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, yeah, 10 only. We have 10 basic steps in digital image processing. Okay, so starting with image acquisition. So what do you understand by acquisition? Yes, anyone?
To get it.
কিবা প্ৰব্লেম আছে নেকি নিজে ধৰি লোৱা
Hmm? Acquisition মানে কি বুঝা? What do you understand by acquisition? Hmm?
মেম কিবা প্ৰব্লেম থাকিব পাৰে নেকি সেইটো
Okay.
Something.
Okay, so image acquisition in simple terms, if you say, it means acquiring the object. See, this is the first basic step. Okay, this is the first basic step in digital image processing. So first what you have to do, suppose you want to perform some operations on the image. So first you have to acquire that image, right? You have to identify the image, you have to bring that image with you. So you have to acquire that image. So image acquisition, it means to acquire the image. And suppose, since we are talking about image here, we'll be definitely talking about 2D image only. Okay, so we'll definitely be talking about 2D image only. And suppose, so image acquisition means you are given an image which is already in the digital form. Okay, which is already in the digital form, and so you have to acquire that image. And after that, after acquiring an image, you have to perform some certain steps in order to get the better quality of the image. Say, when I'm talking about some techniques applying on the image acquisition, it involves one basic technique which is known as pre-processing. Okay, pre-processing. And in pre-processing we have only, there are variety of techniques, but one technique we will be using is scaling. Do you know what is a scaling? I think you have come across this term in computer graphics. So do you remember the term scaling? Nai? Karo monot, no one remembers? Scaling
To
is what?
increase or to reduce. To increase
Yeah.
or reduce the
Yes, exactly. Scaling means what? Scale. You take a ruler, you take a scale, and what do? You take the scale or the ruler in order to measure the object or whatever, right? So scaling means resizing an image. Okay, that is increasing or decreasing the image in case of image acquisition. Okay, then we have image enhancement. So what do you understand by the term enhancement? Yes,
to make a better quality.
yes, same thing. So you'll get the same terms again and again, okay, but in different ways, so you don't get confused. Okay, in exam you'll get in exam when you get the question paper, then you'll understand that there are so many terms, but you have to remember the exact term for the exact definition. Okay, so image enhancement means, yes, image enhancement, same thing. If you say brightness of an image, same goes with image enhancement. Okay, so image enhancement, this is the second step in digital image processing. Okay, and this is a very interesting area. Why? Because a lot of techniques, you'll be able to apply a lot of techniques, and when you apply those techniques, you'll be also coming across a lot of features. Okay, you'll be able to acquire a lot of features from the image, like say edge, then color, borders, and all that. Okay, so why we use enhancement technique? Because say when you're talking about an image, not the whole image may not be clear, or it may not be visible to your eye, right? So you apply those techniques in order to bring out those details where you are not able to see it. Okay, I'm not saying that you are not able to see the whole image, but there are some particular granules that it is so minute you won't be able to identify that. So enhancement technique is used in order to get take out those details which is obscured, that is which is hidden from you, and then you have to highlight those certain features. But whatever features you are interested in, you can you can focus on that area of interest only, and you can apply image enhancement. Okay, so enhancement basically means you're trying to increase the quality of the image. Okay, then what is image restoration? Restoration we spoke about a few minutes back, right? So restoring means you're trying to gain back the, you're trying to seek the object from the image of your interest only. Okay, so that is image restoring, that is you're trying to restore only that particular area of interest in which you are interested in. Then what is colored image processing? Okay, what is color?
Normal image colored.
Yeah, so when we are talking about color, so what is what are the main colors we are speaking about?
We
Blue, green, and red.
Yes, blue, green, and red, or red, green, or blue. That is RGB. Okay, so colored image basically means RGB. Okay, so why we are using the colored image processing? Because we'll come across grayscale image, we'll come across binary image. So in order, we have to transform that into colored image first. I'm not saying that you can apply on the black and white image. You can apply, but when you're coming across, suppose in lab you may be asked that convert this, suppose convert grayscale image to colored image, then you have to apply this process. Okay, what I'm trying to say is colored image, it will basically speak about three colors, that is three pixels, that is red, green, and blue. So just remember this. Okay, and we'll have colored models also as well, that is RGB, HSV, CSV. So we'll be talking about those colors in the color image processing chapter. Okay, then we talk about wavelets and multi-resolution processing. So what is wavelet? Means I'm asking a general language, I mean a general definition of wavelets. Wavelets, signals. See, we don't have much idea about signal processing and all now, right? But what is a wavelet? Anyone? Or what is multi-resolution? Okay, forget multi. What is resolution?
It is the sharpness or what's the quality of the video or image.
Yes. So when we talk about resolution, আমি কও ন এই এখন image, this resolution is not good. So what does it mean? That it is of poor quality. Yeah. So high resolution means the quality is okay. It's a better quality. Okay. So now what is wavelet? So
Shape of various waves like
Yes.
triangular, square.
yes, you have to know that much only. So wavelets, we'll be talking about some signals. Okay, so wavelet means it is some form of mathematical function which will be used in different images to scale the components. Okay, that is when I'm talking about scaling. Scaling means resizing an image, right? So wavelet means also you can scale the image, but you'll be using some mathematical functions to do that. Okay, that is wavelets. And multi-resolution processing, resolution now, that is low. You'll be talking about two resolutions only, that is low resolution and high resolution. Okay, so
Ma'am, I didn't get the wavelets.
wavelets means you can scale an image. That scaling now, right? Scaling means resizing of an image, that is you can increase or decrease the image, that is scaling. Okay, so wavelet is the same thing, that is wavelet is some form, it is a foundation. Wavelet is some foundation, that is it will contain some mathematical function, and you can use that mathematical function to increase or decrease the image. That is wavelet. Okay. So in image processing, when we talk about wavelets, it means it is some form of foundation, okay, or some form of technique which will be used to represent some images in various degrees of resolution. That is, various degrees means what? We have two degrees only. One is low degree, one is high degree. So wavelet will come when you want to increase or decrease the resolution of an image. Okay. And then image, you can divide the image into smaller regions for data compression and for data using data segmentation. Okay. So these are some complicated terms, wavelets and multi-resolution. You won't come across wavelets further, but you have to know in order to know these steps. Okay. And then comes, okay, did you get now what is wavelet, what is multi-resolution? Did you get the terms now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Just in case if you don't get also, we can discuss in the group also. Okay. Anytime. Okay. Okay. Then come across compression. So now what is compression? You know already, we have used this term a lot of times. So compression means you're suppressing the image in order to why you are suppressing. It may a lot of factors may come. Suppose you are compressing the image. Mainly you compress an image in order to save space. Okay, in order to save space and also without degrading the quality of the image. Okay. Then comes morphological processing. So before going on to morphological, what is morph? Do you know the term morph? We often use this term in image only, for image only. So what is morphing? We have morphing softwares also nowadays. I don't know if you have used this morphing software in what do the girls do nowadays? When they take a pic, they don't suppose they want to change the DP of the say WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter or whatever. So the girls, I'm talking about girls only mainly. What they will do, they won't directly upload the raw image. What they will do, they'll edit, they'll perform what not features on it. So that is, and that comes with that morphing software also. If you have used, I don't know if you people have used. I don't know, but I know that a morphing software is there. So what is morph? I'm trying to focus on what is morph. Anyone? Morph.
Reflecting something.
And where do we use a morph? Do we use it in image? Do we use it in video? Or where? Or in both?
Both.
Both. Yes. Morphing, it is a special effect which is used both in pictures and in animations. Why? In order to change the features. That is, you want a perfect quality of the picture, but you are applying these features with the help of this morphing technology. Okay, so basically morphing processing, it will come with tools. When we are talking in image processing, it will deal with some tools which will be used for extracting the image components from the image. Okay, and that will be again used in this morphological processing, will be used in image representation and image description. Okay, so it will be used in these. So just remember that morphological processing means in image processing, it will deal with some tools, and that tool will be used for extracting some image features from the image of our interest, and that purpose will be used in representation and description of the image. Okay. Then comes segmentation. So what is segmentation? Segmentation, we have already come across these terms again and again. So segmentation means we are trying to segment the image into parts. And why we are segmenting? Suppose we want to describe a particular area from that image. So in that process, we have to have segmentation process. We have to use that segmentation process. So we'll divide the image, we'll apply say image compression or image thresholding or whatever techniques on that part. After extracting the features from the individual parts, finally we will club the image. That is, we'll club all the parts and we'll get one particular output of the image then. So did you get the term now? Segmentation. Segmentation means first you're dividing the image. After you got the divisions, you are applying the techniques. Then you are extracting the features from the individual parts, and finally you are clubbing all the parts to get one particular image. Okay. Then comes image representation and description. So what is representation? Yes. What is description of an image? These are all you can say synonyms. Okay. These all are synonyms only. Image enhancement, brightness, description, representation. Same thing, but only some particular word has been changed. Okay. So these are all almost the same. Okay. Image representation, description means what? After you get the segmentation, that is after you get the output of the image, after performing segmentation on the image, representation and description, what it will do, it is usually a raw pixel data. That is, it will constitute the boundary or points of the image. Boundary means what? Edge. Boundary means edge of an image. Okay. So representation and description means it will focus on the raw pixel data. That is the boundary or data. That is the boundary or the outer line of the image. Okay. And then after that it will choose some points. That is a different technique. You won't understand it today. You'll have to extract some points from the image. That is also a different topic. Okay. So just remember that representation and description, it is a step in image processing which will follow after we get the output of the image from the segmentation portion, and this part will include either the boundary of the region or the points in the region itself. Region means we are talking about a region in a particular image. Okay. So for today you just remember this much only. Okay, because this will get in other chapters. Like these, you can see these 10 points, right? These are chapters actually. Here it is explaining in the form of steps. Afterwards you will get chapters. These are 10 chapters. Okay. So not only this much, you have to know a lot more. So today I'm just giving away the concept. And finally, object recognition. So what is object recognition? Same thing. Object recognition means in image you have to identify object. Okay. Object in image processing, it has been used for that only. Means it is a term. Means when I'm saying object, just remember that I mean some part in an image. Okay. Object means not that car, motorcycle or laptop. That is not object. Those things I'm not talking about. I'm talking about object in an image. Okay. So whenever I use the term object in this class, just remember that I'm talking about some particular area in that image. Okay. So did you get this? So did you get these 10 steps today? Any doubt regarding? Yes. Even if you have any doubt, you can discuss in the group also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So this much only. Okay. Yeah. Knowledge base. Knowledge base means what? Knowledge base means it will contain all the information about these steps. Okay. So this is the knowledge base. So it will contain every information of interest which you have to locate it in the image. Okay. That is knowledge base. Okay, I think you have another class now, so let's stop it here for today. And 9 students are present today. Okay, right? So attendance will be given, but make sure you rate your class. I mean, class means not class, actually rating for faculty only. After giving the rating only, your attendance will be counted finally in the ERP. Okay. Okay, so thank you. So that much only for today. Okay. Thank you. You can,
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, you can leave
Thank
the
you,
group.
ma'am.
Okay, you can leave the group and you can join the other class. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.